Gervonta Davis says mental health is the reason he's retiring early. But what about Shakur? What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Cardinal Red Sports. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. So Gervonta Davis was recently interviewed, and he was asked about why he wants to retire early and if it was true. I just want to give my 5,000 nickels and break that down for anybody.
That's why I don't want to box no more. That's why I don't want to box no more. That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it would lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me, where so I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry. You know what I mean? Because I have two daughters. I want to be much softer, you know what I mean?
Alright, so Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevens, retirement, what's really going on?
Tonight at 8 on BET, I go before a national audience of over 500 people.
So Gervonta Davis was asked recently in an interview ahead of his Lamont Roach fight. He was asked why he wants to retire early. You know, when it comes to boxing, longevity is usually the key. You know, most of these fighters from the last generation, they wasn't really famous until they got to like 30 fights, 35, you know, almost 40 fights.
God, if you listen, help!
They weren't really famous up until that point. And it's like these younger guys, they're becoming famous at 10 fights.
You won't get these $11, bitch.
You know, 12 fights, and they're millionaires and they're famous already. So they really don't have anything to shoot for when it comes to the future. And I think that's kind of where Gervonta Davis kind of falls into place in this whole retirement talk. Because let's say he does fight Shakur over the next 2 years, year and a half, however long he feels like he's going to stick around. He said 25 was going to be his last year, so 26 would be his retirement year. So if he sticks around for a year and he fights Shakur, what does he do after that? You know, I've said before that they're going to try to force him to 140. So all these other guys like T.O. and Devin and other guys, Ryan, up there at 140 can try to pick him apart because they feel like they have a better shot at beating him at 140.
Nigga, please.
When you think about it from Gervonta Davis's perspective, like, do you want longevity or do you want, a memorable career? And I mean longevity, like he was talking about how much he wants to stop being so aggressive, and he has 2 daughters and he wants to be more chilled and more relaxed and more father-like around his daughters. And he said he doesn't feel like he can do that as a boxer.
I like you, but you're crazy.
I have to totally agree because you're at an aggressive point 24/7. You have to be aggressive as a fighter. You're a fighter. Your whole mission is to destroy somebody else.
Pain.
And that can become, really dangerous to the mind, especially after getting hit and, when you feel like every problem has to be solved with violence.
God damn it! You give me the goddamn respect you would damn well want yourself, or I will kick your black ass!
It's kind of like, almost like being in the streets 24/7. When you're in the streets, anything goes, so you got to be prepared for anything at any moment. And as a fighter, you have to be prepared for anything at any moment because, normal people might try to attack you because they think you're not really what you say you are. Boxers are trying to go at you. You see fighters get smacked in venues and stuff like that. For Gervonta Davis, a father, a man with, a wife now. I think they're married. I'm not sure if they're married or not. But he has 2 daughters, and he's just trying to be a better human being. He converted to Islam, and he's just trying to be a better human being. So at the end of the day, I kind of agree with him. Do I want to have this, long career and, all these accolades, even though I've accomplished a lot? Is it worth me giving up that time? Because you don't get that time back. You don't get that time back with your kids.
Show love, nigga.
I'm thinking he's saying that because he comes from a rough environment, and he sees the result of not having that, parent figure around 24/7 can have on a child and his psyche. Look at him. He's an adult. He's a millionaire. He's famous, and he's in some ways still very unhappy.
I'm so depressed I can't even blink.
To the point that he feels like he needs to retire to go be happy. So at the end of the day, if you're Gervonta Davis, do you want mental clarity and happiness, or do you want all these fans who you're not going to know in 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years? They're not going to be cheering for you anymore. Are you trying to please them?
You human piece of cow flop! Bring out the pooper scooper!
Or are you trying to please your family? Because one thing I do know is, if he does beat Shakur, they're only going to pull out somebody else's name that could be the next guy to beat him.
What kind of bullshit is this?
So it's just going to be a never-ending cycle if you're Gervonta Davis. And if you're smart, you're just going to ride this gravy train, and you're going to turn it off before you become obese.
It's so much, y'all looked up to him, but look now. And that's where it's problematic culturally because of the consistency of what has been portrayed in popular press. Hip-hop's not looking like a great place to have your children.
So you got motherfuckers out here who can walk, talk, see, hear, and all that shit and still fucking up.
It's a shame because for the good part of hip-hop, and I'm not saying anybody's bad, but the accusations are.
I mean, we gotta know where his money going to.
But for those that appreciate and respect the art, regardless of what's going on, we making children's programming and content, and we're trying to be healthy, and we're trying to create an environment that is great for nurturing and evolving a child to become a better adult.
Had the same amount of time in a day as Michael Jackson, but chose to be nobody.
And I don't want anybody to ever lose faith in hip-hop, because there are those in hip-hop that were like, I'm not trying to fit in, I'm trying to be out, so we could do it this way over here, and had faith and would not sacrifice and let just anybody exploit it.
Y'all let me know what y'all think about all that down in the comment section below. Hit that like button for me. Share, subscribe, holler at me on all social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. But you're more than likely to get a response on the tubes or holler at me over there. You want to collab or feature a product, your channel on my channel, feel free to hit my Gmail, because it is a flock of hearts at gmail.com. And we aren't out of here.
Don't try this at home.
I don't know shit about boxing.
Got a bottle of the clear, a bottle of the yak, a box of the blunts, a box of the blacks. My dude came through with a few of them sacks. All I need now is a few of them rats. Me and Slugs hopped off in the Caprice, riding up Market, trying to find a few freaks. Told Shorty we can watch some DVDs, baby. You ain't never seen that Louis Key street credit. Now we chillin' on the couch. Shorty got a little liquor spillin' on the blouse. Dub V brought a few thizzles in the house. Now none of the bras shut they mouth. Turn up the music to drown them out, cause I ain't tryna hear how you down and out. Took little mama down in the cellar, said if I keep it low, she'll get me together.
Bitches in the living room getting it on. Bitches in the living room getting it on. And bitches in the living room getting it on. And they ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. 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 They ain't leaving cause my mama ain't home.
Well, back in the day when I was a teenager, I didn't have shit, a cell phone or a pager. I was good at making paper, always quick to pull a caper. Anything to make $1, turn to something greater. That's me, you can call me Skinny D. True certified OG, class of 93. Had a couple little freaky deeks riding for the team. They did anything I wanted and they gave me what I need. Called them my bad mama jam, and they called me sir. Bought them a fresh pair of panties and a fly mink fur. Threw a pajama party, invited one and she brought her. I had the weed and they brought the liquor. Came through the door kissing and they didn't say a word. Just grabbed me by my hand, now I'm coming in third. Yeah, we fought, they gave me what I deserved. By 6:30 in the morning, kicked the chicks to the curb.